gentlemen, once again, as always, it's the one, it's the only, it's the motherfucking General Miguel Magallon! And as always, it's the president, the founder, the motherfucking CEO of Magallon Entertainment and leader of the sports betting Mexican podcast. What up, what up, what up, what up, ladies and gentlemen? Back at it again, the final week, the last week, no mas after this week, week 18 of the NFL season. Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially done it. We have officially made it. It is officially over. It is done. Zip, nada, nothing more after this. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we got to finish the season out strong. We got to finish it out with some heat. We got to drop some plays up in this motherfucker. So ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I'm going to give you guys all of my leans along with all of my official plays. If it is an official play, I will tell you it's a motherfucking official play. If it's a lean, I will tell you it's just a motherfucking bitch ass lean. Nothing more, nothing less. So make sure you guys are paying attention. Make sure you guys are writing this shit down. And make sure you guys are fucking listening. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. Week 18 of the NFL motherfucking season.
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on HBO pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it started. Let's get it cracking. So, we start off week 18 of the final NFL week of the final games of the NFL season. And we start off with none other than the bitch-ass Steelers going against the bitch-ass Ravens and fuck Lamar Jackson. Now, let's see. Steelers versus Ravens. What is the pick? Well, right now we got the Steelers -3 because the Ravens are sitting everyone. Lamar's sitting, half their fucking secondary sitting, even though most of them are already dealing with injuries. The Ravens have been dealing with a lot, and I mean a lot of injuries lately over the course of the season. I think they got something like 5-6 players on IR that are done for the season. So the Ravens, man, I think they need this bye week. I really, really do. The Ravens have a lot of injuries, especially in their secondary. With their running back they lost earlier this year. They lost their starting tight end, Mark Andrews, earlier this year. So there's a lot of dudes on this team who are injured. There's a lot of dudes who, are done for the season. And there's a lot of dudes who are just fucking, struggling right now and are running on fumes. You know what I mean? They've been winning, but they're exhausted right now. So I think this Ravens team needs a bye week to get healthy, to get fresh, and to get ready for a playoff run and help Lamar Jackson win his second playoff game. Because as I've said time and time again, Lamar Jackson's about to be a 2-time MVP and he don't even got 2 playoff victories. I mean, you gotta fucking be kidding me. You guys know how I feel. At some point in life, resumes matter. And this dude's been in the league 7 years. He's only won 1 playoff game. So hopefully this year, he wins his second playoff game with 2 MVPs. He'll be the first person to ever do it. So we'll see how it goes for Lamar Jackson this season. But, the Ravens right now, obviously been really good, beating a lot of teams. And the Steelers looking like dog shit because Kenny Pickett was not the QB. I told you guys he was garbage. I told you guys he was trash. I told you guys he was fucking doo-doo. I said this dude needs to get replaced in the offseason, and the Steelers should be looking to draft a quarterback in the upcoming NFL draft. And then after that, he got injured, and then they wanted to start fucking Trubisky. I was like, get the fuck out of here, Trubisky. We all know he fucking sucked. We watched his ass in Chicago. They fucking said he sucks. Man, Trubisky started off 0-3. Fucking garbage. And now they're starting fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Are you kidding me? Rudolph? This motherfucker's is starting QB? Hey, though, Rudolph, he's been putting up some points lately, though. Let's look at the Steelers' schedule. Trubisky was 0-3 as a starter. Get the fuck out of here. And then the Steelers went to Rudolph, and Rudolph, I think, is what, 2-0? I think he's like 2-0, and he won the Bengals game 34-11, and he beat the Seahawks on the road 30-23. So I was like, okay, maybe Rudolph got what it takes. Maybe he got what it takes to fucking lead. You know what I mean? Unlike fucking, Trubisky or bitch ass Kenny Pickett. So with that being said, Rudolph's looking good, 2-0 as a starter this season, and going into fucking, into Baltimore against those fucking Ravens. It's going to be a tough game. I wouldn't be shocked if the Steelers win this game, because again, -3, but no Lamar Jackson, and they're sitting half their secondary. That seems appealing, but I'm going to be honest, I kind of fuck with the Ravens in this situation, because I feel like the Ravens just have a better team. And I know they're going to be resting a lot of their starters, but I still think they have a better team. So, I don't know. I want to say I lean Steelers, but my gut says the Ravens are just going to, send them off with the final fuck you, and say fuck you to the Steelers. And this wouldn't be the first time. There's been a lot of times throughout the last couple of seasons where the Steelers' playoff hopes are basically rely on the last game. And sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. And I don't know. I think it's going to be tough for them. I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers do win, but I wouldn't be shocked if they lose. I don't know. I lean Steelers, but my gut says Ravens. What's my official pick here? This is going to be tough, but I think my official pick, I think I'm going to have to go with the Ravens. I think I'm going to go with the Ravens money line as my official pick. I'm not going to bet this game. I lean Steelers, but my official pick has to be the Ravens, because I just think they have a better overall team than the Steelers. And also, I don't want to see the Steelers make the postseason just so they can get blown out in a wild card game. And I think that's what's probably going to happen. Because if the Steelers make the postseason and they have to go to either Kansas City, they might keep it close, but they'll probably still lose. If they have to go to Jacksonville, I think they could actually beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville. And then there's Miami. Miami, I feel like they probably have too much firepower for the Steelers. Wouldn't be surprised if they got blown out. So it's a tough one. Again, I lean Steelers. I think they should win this game, but something about it just doesn't feel right. My gut says Ravens. My gut says Baltimore is going to say fuck you to end the season, and they're going to send the fucking Steelers home packing. And then the Steelers are going to be watching the game with everyone else on Sunday. So we'll see how it plays out. No official pick, but my gut says Ravens, and my lean is Steelers. All right, let's go to Saturday night, Texans at Colts. I do have an official play this game. I am taking the Texans. I think the Texans are going to win. I think the Texans are going to make the postseason, and I think the Texans are actually going to upset someone in the postseason. If they get in as a wild card seed, I think they could beat Miami, because I believe in C.J. Stroud and I believe in this Texans defense. I believe they could easily beat Jacksonville, because Jacksonville's fucking defense is overrated to me, and I feel like their offensive line is trash to me. That's why Trevor Lawrence is so fucking injured. And I think they could possibly, maybe, just maybe, pull off the upset in Kansas City. That would be a good game. CJ Stroud versus Patrick Mahomes. The difference is CJ Stroud has wide receivers and Patrick Mahomes doesn't. That's basically what it comes down to. So I actually wouldn't be surprised. I think the Texans can upset anybody in the postseason. Look, they lost to the Ravens opening week, and they only lost by 12 points. And that was CJ Stroud's first game as a rookie. That was his first game opening fucking week. And he only lost by like 10, 11, 12 points in Baltimore. That's actually not that bad in hindsight if you really think about it. So, yeah, I think the Ravens, I think they could make a deep run in the postseason. I wouldn't be shocked. I really wouldn't be shocked if they upset a team or two, because there's really no one in the postseason that the Texans should be afraid of other than maybe Baltimore and maybe Cleveland. But they're not scared of Buffalo. They're not scared of bitch-ass Dolphins. They're not scared of Patrick Mahomes with no wide receivers. They're not afraid of fucking Jacksonville. Nobody's afraid of Jacksonville. Are you kidding me? Who else is there? The fucking Colts? You think they're scared of the Colts? They're probably going to beat them this weekend. So, honestly, CJ Stroud, he missed 2 games. The team went 1-1 without him. I think they would have went 2-0 with him. But here we are, Texans, trying to fight for the division, trying to make a postseason appearance. I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm not sure if the Jacksonville Jags have already won the division, but I think if the Jags lose and the Texans win, I think there's still a chance that I think there's still a chance that the Texans can maybe get a division. Yeah, I think the Texans can still get a division crown, and then they would be able to host a game in the postseason. Because right now Jacksonville's 9-7 and Houston's 9-7, but Jacksonville has a tiebreaker because I think that's one of the games C.J. Stroud missed. So either way, though, if Jacksonville loses this weekend and Houston wins, man, Texans stand up. They might actually be hosting a game in the postseason, and they should. C.J. Stroud has been amazing. C.J. Stroud is better than I expected. I'm not down on C.J. Stroud. I'm down on his offensive line. I thought they were going to be abysmal this season, and fucked around and found out these dudes are actually better than people expected. So. Yeah, we'll see. The Jags have to beat the Titans, but, Trevor Lawrence is still dealing with that injury. I think he's going to try to push through it, even though the team says he's 50-50. Man, if Trevor Lawrence can't play this weekend, or he looks like fucking ass this weekend because of that injury, and the Titans pull off the upset to end their season, man, the Texans could actually host a game in the postseason. So we'll see what happens, but I think Texans are going to win this game. Spread is about 1.5. Give me C.J. Stroud, man. And I'm telling you guys right the fuck now, I think they're going to upset some teams in the postseason. The only two teams they should be afraid of would be Cleveland and maybe Baltimore. But again, they lost by 10 points in Baltimore, but that was opening week, and that was C.J. Stroud's first game as an NFL rookie. So really, only losing by 10 points, I mean, in hindsight, that's really not that bad, when you put it into proper perspective. So, yeah, I think the Texans, I think they can upset almost anybody. So we'll see how this goes. And we'll see how this all shakes out in the postseason. But give me the Texans minus 1.5. That is my official play on Saturday. Next up, we got the Seahawks at the Cardinals. Now, let me say this. I'm probably going to have a lot of fuck it bets this weekend. Not because I don't care, but because I feel like some of these teams don't care. So I'm going to start taking a bunch of money line bets to end the season, and I'm just going to see what hits. And I'm going to save the majority of my bankroll. I'm going to save most of my money for the NFL postseason, which, starts next weekend. And I'm probably going to save like 80-90% of my bankroll for that. But this weekend, I'm going to take a bunch of money line parlays. I'm going to take a bunch of money line bets, and I might even fuck around and take some teasers. I'm going to give you guys all of my leans and official plays, but it's up to you on how you guys want to play this. So, Seahawks, Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals. Seahawks are favored by 3, but their defense is trash. Cardinals, meanwhile, Kyler Murray, he's out here still playing like his job's on the line. He over there upset Philly last week and cost me a fucking parlay ticket with his bitch ass. Now he's here in the home opener. I feel like he's still trying to win one more game. I think he's trying to go 5-12. He keeps trying to win games, and he's trying to, prove to the league, prove to himself, and prove to his team that they don't need to draft anybody to replace him because he's really that dude. Meanwhile, the Seahawks over here playing like fucking trash all the time, lost to the fucking Steelers. You gotta fucking be kidding me. They got blown out by Dallas. They got romped by the 49ers. I mean, they're getting destroyed left and right out here. Seahawks, man, they started off last year strong. They finished it strong. And this year, man, it's just been up and down. And they've lost, 4 or 5 games in a row now? They lost to the Rams 17-6, got blown out by the Niners, got blown out by Dallas, then again got blown out by the Niners. They had 2 easy-ass wins versus the Eagles at home because, that team's fucking trash right now. They beat the Tennessee Titans, but then they turn around and lose to the Steelers. So I'm going to be honest. I don't really trust the Seahawks. I think the Cardinals have a chance to win this game. Kyler Murray's playing like he don't give a fuck. He's out here still playing for his fucking job. And honestly, he's playing to validate his fucking career. So I think the Seahawks should be on upset alert. Give me the Cardinals plus 150. Next up, Browns at Bengals. Right now, Bengals are favored by -7, and the reason is because Joe Flacco and most of the starters on offense and defense are going to be resting this game and getting ready for their, opening week in the wild card, weekend. And so that's why Cincinnati's favored by 7. The Bengals still could make the postseason. I'm gonna be honest. This is a stay away game for me, just because there's too many guys on on the Browns and Cleveland that are going to be resting. So this is a stay away game for me. I don't like Cincy minus a 7. I do think they're probably going to win and get that easy victory, but nobody fucking cares. This is a stay away game for me. I just don't trust minus 7. I don't like the spread. Next up, Vikings at Lions. Lions are favored by 3.5. I think they still have a shot at the number 2 seed, but honestly, I think they're going to end up getting the number 3 seed because as long as Dallas wins, Dallas will lock up their division and take the number 2 seed since they have the tiebreaker. So honestly, I don't really know who's going to win this game. Again, I don't really trust the Lions minus 3. If, Dallas ends up blowing out the Commanders, then I think the Lions are just going to sit their whole team in the second half. And then the Vikings could come back and backdoor these bitches. So to me, this is also a stay away game for me. I'm not sure how much the Lions are going to be playing their starters. Maybe they play them for a quarter. Maybe they play them in the first half. But it all depends what happens with, the Cowboys and the Commanders. But I don't know. I would probably say the Lions should try to win this game regardless. But, because the Washington game and versus Dallas isn't until the afternoon. So I feel like the Lions should still try to go out there and win this game regardless. And maybe they do. So, you know what? I lean Detroit minus 3, but I have no official pick this game. It's just not worth it to me. But my lean is probably going to be Lions minus 3. But no official play. Maybe. If there is an official play, it's going to be Lions minus 3. But right now, I'm probably not going to play this thing. We'll see. Next up, we got Jags at Titans. Jags at Titans, nobody cares, honestly. Jags need to win this game, but to me, it's hard to bet this game because the Titans are already eliminated from the postseason, and Trevor Lawrence is dealing with another fucking injury. This is a stay away game for me. Jets at Patriots. I like this game. I'm probably going to make this one of my plays. I lean New England minus 2, minus 3. This is the last game of the season for both these teams, but this might be the last game for Bill Belichick as a Patriot. And I know his QB stink. I know his QBs fucking suck ass, but it's the same thing for the Jets. And I think both these teams are probably going to be resting. I think the Jets are more likely to rest some of their starters. That way they're ready for next season, because next season, that's when they're going to get Aaron Rodgers. But for the Patriots, I'm not sure how many of these guys are going to be back next season, because if they fire Bill Belichick, he's going to take half his team anyways. So I don't know. I'm kind of leaning Patriots minus 2 here, because if there's going to be one game that these guys go all out for, it's going to be for Bill Belichick, and potentially his last game as a Patriot. So I think they should probably try to win this game for him. Versus the Jets, I think they're already looking forward towards next season because they're waiting to, see Aaron Rodgers. So to me, give me the Patriots minus 2. I think they're going to close out with the win for Bill Belichick. Next up, Falcons at Saints. Let's see. Falcons at Saints. Give me the Falcons plus 150 because fuck the Saints. Fuck Derek Carr. The only thing he's done this season is cost me money. Fuck this bitch. Fuck this punk ass motherfucker. And fuck the fucking Saints. Give me the Falcons plus 150. I hope the Saints fucking lose. Next up, Bucks at Panthers. Buccaneers minus 4.5. It's a Baker Mayfield game because he's dealing with an injury, but he's going up against his old team who cut him. Remember, he was traded from the Browns to the fucking Panthers. He went to the Panthers. They fucking cut him. And then he ended up with the Rams. McVay fucking resurrected him. And then after that, he ended up in Tampa Bay when Tom Brady retired. And now he's taking the Buccaneers to the playoffs. He gets a chance to go back to the Panthers and beat the team that fucking cut him. And if he wins and beats the team that cut him, his team actually makes the postseason. There's too much on the line. I'm going to roll with Baker Mayfield on this one. I don't trust a 4.5, so I might put it on the teaser or I might take the money line, but the official play is to take the Buccaneers. It's up to you if you want to take the 4.5 or if you just want to take the money line or if you want to roll with the motherfucking teaser. If you do take a teaser, I would be interested in teasing it with the Patriots and getting them at plus 5 and then getting the Buccaneers like plus 2.5, plus 3. I think that seems pretty interesting to me. So yeah, that's probably something that I'm looking at right now. That seems really interesting to me. So we'll see. But give me the Falcons plus 150 and give me the Bucks on the money line, on the teaser, or a fucking on the spread. Up to you how you guys want to play this. Next up, Bears at Packers. Give me the Bears plus 150. Justin Fields is trying to prove to the NFL he has what it takes to be a starter. The Packers are fucking retarded. Everyone talks about their record in December, but that's only when they had Aaron Rodgers. I don't trust Jordan Love. I don't like Jordan Love. I don't fuck with Jordan Love. I told you guys from the beginning, he looks like a really good quarterback when you give him time in the pocket. So do a lot of other QBs. But I don't fuck with Jordan Love like that. If they do make the postseason, I'm going to fade this motherfucker in the postseason. Fuck Jordan Love. Give me the Bears. Give me Justin Field. This is probably going to be his last game as a Bear because everyone knows they're drafting Caleb Williams. Next, Broncos at Raiders. Broncos at Raiders. Give me the Raiders -3. I think the team really loves playing for this coach. I think they're going to try to finish the year off strong. The Broncos know they're fucking done. Everyone's upset about Russell Wilson. Nobody trusts the quarterback coming in. Everyone's upset with Sean Payton. The team's mad. The management's mad. The owner's mad. Everyone's fucking frustrated and they just want to get this shit over with. Meanwhile, the Raiders are just coming off a vibe. Beat the fucking Chiefs not too long ago. I mean, everyone's hyped. Everyone's excited. I think they're going to finish this year off strong. Ladies and gentlemen, give me the Raiders -3. After that, we got the Eagles at the Giants. Give me the Giants money line at home. Fuck the Eagles. No Jalen Hurts. I feel like these dudes, I just feel like there's too many holes in the secondary. Wouldn't surprise me if they lost to bitch-ass Tyrod Taylor. You got to be kidding me. Give me the fucking Giants on the money line. After that, Chiefs at Chargers. Stay away game for me. Both starting quarterbacks are down. Get out of here. Next up, Rams at 49ers. Give me the fucking... I think the Rams are already locked into the playoffs. I don't think they really care about what seed they get as long as they make the postseason. I don't think they care if they have to go in Dallas. I don't think they care if they have to go play in Detroit. I don't think they care if they have to go play in Philly. I don't think they care if they have to play anywhere. I think the Rams are ready for anybody, anywhere, and they're going to fucking smoke them anywhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, give me the 49ers on this one. I think they have the better roster. I think they have the better team. And I think McVay really doesn't care about this game. He just wants to make sure his starters are healthy and ready for the fucking wild card round. So do the 49ers, but I just still feel like the 49ers are probably just have a better team. So, and I trust Sam Bradford more than I trust Carson Wentz. Fuck Carson Wentz. So give me San Francisco. That might be the teaser right there that I'm looking at. Instead of San Francisco -4, give me San Francisco +3. And then on the other side, give me that teaser over there with the fucking Buccaneers. That should be an interesting one. All right. Next up, Cowboys at Commanders. The spread is too high. I don't really like the spread up here. Dallas has to win this game. I don't know how many points they're going to score. We'll fucking see. I think I like the over. It's about 46.5. I think Dak Prescott and them boys are probably going to score at least 28 to 35. This is probably another teaser I'm looking at because instead of over 46.5, I might take them over 39.5 because the Cowboys could put up 40. So yeah, I think I like this teaser right there. Give me the over on that. Give me the fucking teaser. I really like that setup right there. So that's probably another teaser I'm looking at. And then last but not least, we got the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. I think the Bills are going to win this game. I think they're going to end up winning the division. I think they're going to end up taking the number 2 seed. And I think, they could possibly make it to an AFC championship or they can get destroyed in the first round. It depends all on fucking, Josh Allen, and if he plays like an MVP or if he goes back to playing like a dumbass. Because sometimes he's an MVP caliber quarterback and sometimes he's just another dumbass quarterback always running in, head first into these motherfuckers. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, those are my picks. Those are my plays. I think probably on Monday or Tuesday of next week, I'll give you guys my official plays for the NFL postseason. And I'll also give you guys my play for the college football championship on Monday. Right now, I'm kind of split. I think I can go either way. I think everyone's riding Michigan these days, but I don't really like the Harbaugh brothers. I think both of them are overrated. That's just my opinion. And I think that Finks kid, whatever his name is, over there in Washington, I think he can do damage if his offensive line holds up and is able to give him time in the pocket. Because if they can hold up against that Michigan front 4, front 5, and give him time in the pocket, I think he'll be able to tear up Michigan's secondary. But it all depends what happens in the trenches between their offensive line and Michigan's defensive line. But the college football championship should be great. It should be very interesting. I'm going to go with Washington. I'm going to go with offense. I think they're going to tap that ass. I think they're going to smack that ass. I think they're going to romp that ass. So I'm going to take Washington. I'm going to take them plus 150 on the money line. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is kind of a fuck it weekend because a lot of these teams are saying fuck it this weekend. So might as well make some fuck it money this weekend. So ladies and gentlemen, fuck it. Let's roll with me this weekend. Got a lot of underdogs and I got a couple favorites. I gave you guys some teasers. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My favorite play of the week is going to be that Texans minus 1.5. My second favorite play of the week is going to be the Buffalo Bills minus 2.5. And then last but not least, my third favorite play, is probably going to be that Commanders one. Cowboys at Commanders teaser. Instead of over 46.5, let me get it at over 39.5 because I think the Cowboys can put up a gang of points against that defense. Wouldn't be surprised if they motherfucking tap that ass. And then give me motherfucking Bill Belichick right there. -2. I like that. Buccaneers, that's probably going to be on the teaser. And yeah, give me Cardinals on the upset. Give me the Ravens on the upset. Might be a stay away game for me. We'll see. I like the Falcons on an upset. I like the Bears on an upset. I like the Giants on an upset. And I like the Raiders to cover the -3. So ladies and gentlemen, those are the plays. Those are the leans. That's everything I'm thinking of this weekend. Texans stand up. That's my number one play this weekend. Bills, my second favorite play. And then number 3 is that Washington Commanders over. That one looks really interesting to me. But I think there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to get upset. I think there's going to be a lot of teams that let their fans down. And there's going to be a lot of fucking shenanigans going on with these dirty ass referees. So make sure you pay attention to that shit. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, save your money and get ready. Because next week is the motherfucking postseason. Let's make some fucking money.